Hey, hope you guys are having a nice start to the evening. Just give me a quick second to get some music. Hey, hope you guys are having a nice start to the evening. I started it at the correct time, but there's a 1 minute delay on the software I'm using for it before it goes sort of live, which I'll try and solve next time. Can you hear me loud and clear, or is it a bit too loud, the music? Yeah, I couldn't follow just the precise amount of time. I hope you like it. I've done a little bit, but it's basically gonna try and complete the animation at some point today. Yeah, I'll let you see everything so far. I basically just done the camera angles. Yeah, the background's definitely going to be worked on, but all the background's going to be done by Ines. Good. Yeah, and the facial animations are usually the last thing that are done. But don't worry, at some point they'll get faces and talk. Yeah. Do you have any suggestions on what's needed on the animations? So what's needed to get it from 28/40 to get it to 40 points out of 40? No worries. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give me about 1 or 2 hours. I hope to be finished with at least the animation. How's your day been, FIFA Master or Luke? Learned anything new at school? Master Games! Official! Ah, you're broadening the horizon of different things you can be playing. Why have you done the name change? Hey! Hey Sharky boy. I was gonna say you've got a lot of time to figure out your name. Was there any idea behind the name change? Was it just to do an update? Yeah, I think a lot of the key to making this one really good is gonna be the background and trying to find a way of integrating some of the elements they used in the staging. No worries. We'll talk after 7 minutes when you're back. Anybody else have any questions? Meanwhile, I'll try and answer. The background elements, it's Enos that is going to do the background elements, and I think that's really going to do the big difference. You know, the part that I'm currently working on, which is the animation, is tedious, takes time, and visually you can't really see a lot. But when Enos gets working on the backgrounds, all the elements, all the lights, all the colors, everything sort of falls into place. But it's important with the animation part, which is the part that I enjoy most, and Enos, he's best at doing the elements and the backgrounds and the lights and colors. It's much better than me. What do you think about the quick movements and it sort of shaking a bit back and forwards? Do you think it fits to the song, or do you think it's a bit too much? Yeah, no worries, Luke. Yep, that's as far as I've got. But it's more the sort of the shake. Is it going a bit too quick, or is it just enough? That's good. I'll keep it. I also thought it was a bit fun. I think a bit more motion and speed creates more exciting. Why do you like this song so much? Is it because of the style or the song, or is it to do with Ukraine, or is it... Free Robux? That's something that doesn't exist. Yeah, that's a good reason. I really, really also enjoy the songs. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of meaning behind Eurovision. But for me as well, it's just the song, or if it's how funny it really can get. Who do you think is going to win this year then, Luke? That's a good point. But without seeing the songs, I believe Norway's going to win this year. Ooh. Is your family planning to take the trip? Yeah, I know. But I think you'll be able to see it on YouTube if you really want to see the competition. But you should be able to see on YouTube, I believe. Look. I think they're broadcasting it to all nations, even the ones that aren't taking part this year. Yeah, I think all the broadcasters that pulled out from the Eurovision competition are not broadcasting the competition this year, which is also the Irish broadcaster. I think his arms are a bit too crazy. What do you think, Luke? Ah, when are you going to Paris? I was talking about his hands. I don't know if his hands are a bit too crazy all over the place, or if it fits. Glad you're liking it. Yeah, the delay is horrible. You send me a comment and it takes about 60 to 90 seconds before I start talking and you actually get the response to the answer. Hey pals, we having a nice evening. Your EG? What's that mean? Is that like I'm good? No, I don't know how you started watching Eurovision songs. What was the reason you watched the first one? If you're guessing that you're having a good day, then you might not have had the best day. You're getting a lot of free Roblox ads. Feel free, Luke. 2022, that's about the year I really started trying to do Lego Eurovision. I started in 2021, but that was just, I made a few of them. It was a really sort of start phase. 2022 was the first year I was like, I will really make this Lego Eurovision thing. "2025? Does that mean it's your first year? Or the second year of Eurovision?" Luke. Yeah. I'm gonna try a new strategy of re-releasing the last 5 years, just like I did with France. I'm gonna do the same with the countries that I've made 5 or more of. See if there's some engagement watching the older videos that I created and putting them together. Ah, yeah. I was gonna say the recreation I did of Estonia this last year was quite popular, but this year was even more crazy. Espresso Macchiato, was that the first song you ever heard, Luke? Yeah, yeah, Sweden is the next one. I've already made Sweden and it's scheduled to be released next Friday. I'm gonna try and release one of the 5 last years every Friday for the next, I think it's 10 weeks. I've already made 5 of them and scheduled them for release. But Sweden is the next one. Yeah, 2025 was the first year I took the time to make every single entry. And this year the plan, together with Ines, we're planning to try and make all of the Eurovision entries with the new staging that Ines has built finished in April. So we're going to try and release semi-final 1 the same day or the day after, semi-final 2 the same day or after, and then the actual Eurovision competition on the 16th of May. see if that creates more engagement and if it's funner for people to actually see Lego Eurovision the same time as the competition is released. Yeah, if you look at the trend, the week of Eurovision is crazy. 2 weeks after is crazy amounts of traffic, but then afterwards it dies out really quickly. This year, the month of May, I had about 300,000 views, and in June, I had just under 1 million views in 1 month. Why is the chance so low going to Austria? What kind of factors are playing in, Luke? It's a bit too slow. Let's see. Now, Luke was talking about earlier today that there's a chance they might be able to go and see Eurovision this year. Ah, what does your dad do? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, pals. I think I've missed something. Ah, is there a lot of variation on how quickly you're able to do the sewing? I thought that farmers nearly worked all year round, or is there a lot of opportunity to take some break and holiday? Ah, no worries, pals. I'm gonna say there's a 0% chance for me to go to Eurovision this year. Uh, don't worry, pals. If I remember correctly, Luke, you used to help your father out on the farm work. Hey, pals. I thought you're getting older and older, Luke. I thought the older you got, the more you would help out. What was the reason you didn't help out that much in 2025? Busy with school and after school activities. I don't think there's been too many Music Break live streams last year. I was trying to sit down and make a plan or a schedule for this year. And then for the first time I tried to create a live stream that was promoted before I went live. Trying to streamline things and make everything a bit better. And maybe I could have a live stream that could be a bit more interesting in the format or frequently asked questions, or because I can understand it can be a bit dull watching me sit and look at the process of creating animation, because it is a lot of tedious work. Yeah, what's your football news? Yep. Went to Liverpool and watched the football match. Ooh. Yeah. But aren't Belgium actually quite good in Eurovision? Haven't they had quite a lot of track record? I was gonna say, at least in Norway, it's not really that complicated on who's the best player of Norway, which is Haaland, and he grew up in the region where I've grown up. 2 minutes away. Are you talking about Junior Eurovision? No worries, pals. I was gonna say it's quite a big difference from 2 to 4 minutes. When I plan to go Discord, I'm gonna finish off in about maybe 20-30 minutes, and I'll go to Discord after I had a quick dinner break. Why is that happening? Talking to me? Feel free to call me Jack if you want. I don't know if I remember a pal's real name. Yeah, my name's Jack. I was gonna say Jack or Captain Jack Sparrow isn't really that secretive. Yeah, you did do a good beginning to the brick story. Yeah, writing stories takes a lot of time. Yeah, no worries, Luke. We'll talk later. I'm gonna take about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go make dinner. Take a little break and I'll go Discord. I actually think I'm gonna take a break now. Finish off the stream. Go and eat some dinner. We'll talk later, pals.